2025 was arguably the biggest year for my singing monsters, finishing up the Rare Magicals after 5 years, the Rare Mythicals, and wrapping up so many more classes. 2026 could be even bigger, with this year being the year of the legendary and the 14th year of my singing monsters. So let's get into everything that could be coming. 2026 is obviously quite a big year, the 14th year, entering its teen years, starting off with a bang with the CG5 Wordo and the year of the legendary. We are shifting out of the ethereal reign of my singing monsters ever since Workshop in 2023. We have had continuous ethereal content, but this year is likely going to put it to an end. More stuff that will be ending are the Paironormals, with up to the quad likely releasing this year, the Titan Souls with Fairy Island and Bone Islands likely coming this year, the Epic Fires and Epic Naturals, the Naturals literally just being Epic Mimic, the Epic Mythicals, and maybe the Epic Wublins. Before I get onto the monsters coming, consider liking and subscribing and joining the Discord server, as when we reach 500 members I'm doing a 720 diamond giveaway. The Epic Fires have been going ever since 2021 and they will finally be ending this year. We even have the release dates and what monsters, but they aren't exact. So far, with Epic Candelavra and Epic Bowhead being all out representatives of their element, like Epic Bowhead literally being an embodiment of the living ocean and Epic Candelavra being an embodiment of fire, it's safe to assume the rest will go with this theme. Epic Dromedary would be all out earth and release in February 2026, most likely on February 11th. Epic Tusky would be all out cold and release in March 2026, most likely for Clover Spell. Epic Niles would be all out plant and release in April 2026, most likely with Echoes of Ecos. Finally, Epic Mimic would be all out air and release in May 2026. These all follow the Amber Island quintessences. Epic Magicals obviously just came out with Epic Rooba and Epic Clacula. We probably aren't going to get much of them releasing this year, as this is going to be the first full year of them releasing. We are probably going to get one single Epic Pure Magical, being Zyster. Even though Zyster was the first Pure to get a rare, first Pure to get when usually, I mean, some people get the island in a different way, but it was the first one I got at least, and it is the most like related to the island in my opinion. I just think it will match to get an Epic Zyster. We are probably going to get a couple from each island, so Epic Whimsies, Epic Bridget and Epic Clavinat from Fairy Island, Epic Gob, Epic Fluorescent, Epic Fiddlement from Light Island, Epic Fairmind, Epic Popette from Psychic Island, and Epic Banjo and Epic Dentures from Bone Island. Probably too much Epic Magicals for a year, but if they take the same route they did with the Rare Magicals, they'll do barely any in the first couple of years and then do 20 Rare Magicals in the last year, which is stupid. I would like to know, I think Epic Popette should be based off the concept art because, I mean, look at it. Like I said in other videos, we only have 10 rares to work with for this year. Or do we? I think we are going to get Rare Excerpt based on this teaser from the loading screen. That would probably be relatively soon, like 28th of January just about. We would probably get the rest of the Rare Workshoppers too, maybe excluding some quads and Bemebeth, but I definitely think we will get all the Rare Triples and Rare Whale and Vention all in this year. Epic Wublins were releasing every 2 months, then Epic Gheegur released 1.5 months after Epic Blipsqueak, and Epic Dermot a month after Epic Gheegur. They are probably going to be speeding them up to monthly like the Rare Wublins. If I had to guess, we would get them in the order of Epic Scargo, Epic Astropod, Epic Creeper School, Epic Waja, Epic Screamoo, Epic Bon Appetit, Epic Mulch, Epic Pixelol, and Epic Fleechworm. I don't think we are going to get an Epic Wublin Woolbox this year. I think there's going to be a long gap between Epic Wublin Woolbox and the final Epic Wublin, maybe even exceeding a year gap, as they are so hard to get, they need to give us time to prepare. I think there's a chance we may get our first Rare Primordial this year, probably only being Rare Lobe and closer to the end of the year, like in September. They are probably just going to do this to open up the Primordial class to more possibilities, but Rare Primordials probably won't finish like for a while, and we may even get a Primordial Island with Primordial Hybrids, so they would all need Rare Primordials, and you know, a whole lot of them. I don't want to go too in depth with the Paranormals, as I've made a whole video on them, but their instruments are going to be based off Hornbostel sack numbers in the Doma website, and they are likely going to release the last Wednesday of each month. I made a full in-depth video, so go watch it after this. We may also get Rare Paranormals this year. I still don't know how that would work because of the major and minor forms. They might not get rares, but I think they should get rares, and rare, like, they're the ethereal alternative, and the ethereals have rares, so I don't see why they wouldn't. But then there's the whole major and mana farm argument. How would that work? I guess we'll never know. Titan Souls began in September 2024. Our next one in May 2025. Some people think we are going to get one per year, but I really do not think that's the case. I think we will get the Fairy Island Titan Soul in Clover Spell and the Bone Island Titan Soul in Beat Hereafter. Simple as that, really. With this being, you know, the year of the legendary, we are gonna get more legendaries this year. If I had to guess when, it'd probably be one per month. We obviously had Mysterious Wordo, the CG5 Wordo this month. In February, we would get the Air Island legendary. March, we'd get Wordo 2 on Firehaven. April, we'd get the Water Island legendary. May, we'd get Wordo 1 on Oasis, and we'd get Blizzard Island. In June, we'd get Wordo 3 on Oasis. On July, we'd get Earth Islands legendary in Summer Song. In August, we'd get Wordo 2 on Psychic. In September, we'd get Air Island legendaries Associated Island. In October, we'd get Wordo 4 on Psychic. In November, we'd get the Firehaven legendary, if they do legendaries on the Fire Islands. And in December, we would get Wordo 2 and 3 on the Fairy Island, with the Wordos being named as Wordo 1, 2, 3, 4. Wordo 1 is the CG5 Wordo. Wordo 2 is a new Wordo. Wordo 3 is another new Wordo, and Wordo 4 is another new Wordo. But I said Wordo so many times. Island wise, there is quite a full list of islands we could / will get. Crystal Islet and Poison Islet. With 3 ethereal islets releasing in 10 months, we are almost bound to get the last 2 islets in 2026. Crystal Islet would contain Draw, and Poison Islet would contain Toonfall. Ethereal Gold Island, to wrap up the ethereals, and Ethereal Quint Island. I have a full in-depth video of this dropping eventually, so watch that when it comes out. But it's a pretty simple idea, just an island with all 31 ethereals, maybe Monculus and the Primordials. We would get Blizzard Island, another island I made a full video on. This is Year of the Legendary in Sugarbush, and the Legendary has a Sugarbush Island, so we'll likely get one for all the future legendaries. Maybe if we're lucky, the Air Island will get its associated island too. Which 2026 prediction are you most excited for? Me personally, it's the legendaries. I would like to make a note that the 50-day challenge, due to a vote in my Discord server, is now a challenge where we daily upload until we hit 10k, so it might be longer, it might be shorter. I just think I should inform my viewers on YouTube who don't have Discord. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all later, and goodbye.